Have you ever felt that rush of energy, as if the universe is aligning just for you? Well, that's not just a coincidence. Right now, the cosmic forces are in your favor, and you're on the brink of something monumental. Picture this. The stars are shining brighter. The winds of change are whispering in your ear, and your divine purpose is calling out louder than ever. So grab your confetti and get ready, because your moment to shine is here. Before we dive into the magic that awaits you, I want you to take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Sacred Serenity, and let me know in the comments below, I am ready. And if you feel moved to support our journey together, hit that thanks button. It truly means the world. Now let's explore the incredible transformation ahead. Extraordinary abilities concealed for protection. Extraordinary abilities, especially those that resonate with the unseen, are often cloaked in subtlety, hidden from the casual eye, not out of lack, but as a divine safeguard. Like rare jewels kept safe in a vault, these abilities lie dormant, waiting for the right time to reveal their brilliance. The chosen ones carry within them a kind of wisdom or skill that, if exposed too soon, could become a beacon, drawing attention from those unprepared to appreciate, or worse, those who might seek to misuse or destroy it. This concealment is not a punishment, nor a limitation, but rather an armor, protecting both the gift and its bearer from the weight of others' judgments, fears, and potential envy. Picture a young plant growing within the earth. It's kept out of sight, safe from the harsh winds and scorching sun, until it's strong enough to bloom. In the same way, the chosen are shielded by this divine cloak, hidden in plain sight, allowing them to grow, to understand, and to mature without external interference. This concealment also serves a vital role in the preparation process. True power is not just about having abilities, it's about wielding them wisely. Much like a master swordsman who spends years training with a wooden stick before handling real steel. The chosen undergo internal preparation, building resilience, humility, and discernment. They learn the weight of their responsibility slowly and deliberately, so when the time comes, they are not only capable of using their abilities, but doing so in ways that serve a higher good. If these powers were exposed prematurely, they could fall into the tempting trap of ego or personal gain, or they might be overwhelmed by the challenges that come with wielding such strength. The divine knows that just as fire tempered too quickly becomes brittle, a soul brought too swiftly into the light may not withstand the trials ahead. As these abilities remain hidden, the chosen ones blend into the world like ordinary folk, learning patience and humility. This period of seeming invisibility teaches them compassion, empathy, and the value of quiet strength. Like a pearl formed in the silent darkness of an oyster, their true beauty and power are crafted in the hidden realms of their spirit. They interact with others who may have no idea of their capabilities, experiencing life from the perspective of the unassuming, which makes them more empathetic leaders and healers when they finally step into their role. This process is also protective for those around them. People may be unnerved or intimidated by the magnitude of their abilities if revealed prematurely. By keeping these abilities under wraps, the chosen prevent unnecessary fear or misinterpretation in others, creating harmony rather than tension. Only when they're ready, and when the world is prepared to receive them, does the divine gradually lift this veil, unveiling their true potential like a sunrise peeking over the horizon, gentle yet profound. Their abilities, once concealed, emerge not as a flash of thunder, but as a guiding light, illuminating paths, not blinding them, and offering warmth rather than sparking chaos. In this way, the concealment serves both the individual and the collective, preparing both for the moment when these hidden gifts will shine their brightest, in service of something far greater than themselves. Underestimated due to humility and quiet strength. Their humility and quiet strength form a unique shield around their true power, making them seem like any other person, perhaps even less remarkable to a casual observer. Imagine a deep lake that, on the surface, looks calm and simple. Only those who dive beneath can glimpse the vast hidden depths and treasures within. Similarly, the chosen one's strength is concealed beneath layers of modesty, appearing as still as a pond on a tranquil day, with no indication of the powerful currents surging below. This quiet nature is intentional. It lets them move through life unnoticed by those who see only what's on the surface. They blend in, deflecting attention and sidestepping ego, not out of insecurity, but out of a deeply rooted humility that whispers rather than shouts. Because they do not flaunt their abilities, others might assume they lack any extraordinary qualities at all, like mistaking a dormant volcano for a simple mountain. But within them lies a strength as fierce and as steady as the earth itself, a force that waits patiently until the time is right to reveal itself. They could easily display their power, but they choose restraint, understanding that true strength doesn't need to be constantly proven. It's like an oak tree with deep roots. Its true might isn't in its towering branches or howling winds, but in the quiet resilience that keeps it grounded through every storm. Others, however, sometimes misinterpret this humility as weakness, overlooking the potential that simmers just beneath the surface. People may see their gentleness and think it reflects a lack of power, unaware that gentleness is the chosen one's way of channeling their strength without causing harm. They are like a river, soft enough to flow smoothly around obstacles, yet strong enough to carve canyons. In their presence, people feel safe, respected, and understood, and this warmth often masks the deeper intensity they carry within. This humility also allows them to observe life deeply, collecting wisdom and insight as quietly as a shadow. They become adept at reading between the lines, discerning truth from facade, while others remain oblivious to the fire within. When underestimated, they gain an advantage, remaining unseen in plain sight, like a lion waiting in the tall grass. Their quiet strength is their camouflage, their humility a cloak that keeps them protected and free from the burdens of expectation or competition. In a world that often celebrates loudness and flash, these chosen souls are the moon in a sky of stars, casting a soft, steady light that goes unnoticed next to the brighter lights around them. Yet when darkness falls, their quiet glow is what truly shines, guiding others forward. People may not see their strength until it's needed, like discovering a hidden lighthouse just when the storm hits. And when that moment comes, the world is often left in awe, realizing only then the depth of their strength and the quiet confidence that has anchored them all along. Their power is like a secret song whispered by the wind, felt by those willing to listen, but invisible to those who only look for grandeur. In their humility, they remind us that the most powerful beings are often the most unassuming, embodying a quiet strength that only grows stronger with every unassuming breath they take. Profound power to reshape. Perceptions. When their hidden abilities finally come to light, these chosen individuals possess a profound power to reshape the perceptions of those around them, like sunlight breaking through a cloudy sky to reveal an unexpected beauty. For so long, their gifts were unseen, like a powerful river flowing beneath layers of ice, silent but forceful, waiting for the right season to emerge. Once visible, their true nature causes a shift, transforming the way people view strength, resilience, and purpose. It's as though the world suddenly realizes the difference between mere appearance and authentic substance. Their presence redefines what it means to be powerful, not as loud or domineering, but as deeply rooted, grounded, and transformative. Their ability to change perceptions works like a lens, bringing new clarity to outdated views and shattering rigid assumptions. People who once saw them as ordinary or even overlooked now find themselves captivated, as if looking at a diamond that was hidden in plain sight. It's an awakening, a gentle unveiling of all that was underestimated. Suddenly, others can see that real power isn't about control or dominance, but about influence, integrity, and wisdom. The chosen ones act as mirrors, reflecting back to society its own potential for growth and kindness. Their actions and words inspire others to question their previous notions of strength, showing that it can be as quiet as a heartbeat, yet as enduring as a mountain. With their abilities fully revealed, they have a unique way of softening harsh perspectives, like rain that slowly wears down the hardest rock, making space for new seeds to grow. Those who encounter them often feel a subtle yet profound shift, as if they've brushed up against something ancient and true. It changes how people see themselves and their own capacity for depth, resilience, and kindness. The chosen one's presence becomes a force that reshapes the boundaries of possibility, inspiring others to look deeper and think beyond the surface. They don't preach or push, yet their influence spreads naturally, like ripples across a pond, touching everyone in their orbit. Where others once saw limitations, they now glimpse infinite potential, a new understanding that flows from the simple fact of the chosen ones being fully, unapologetically themselves. Their authenticity, like a beam of light in a darkened room, exposes the true shape of things and encourages others to shed their own masks, to stand tall in their unique gifts. In a sense, they become a new standard, a living example of what it means to live purposefully, with humility and strength intertwined. People who once measured value by external success or material gain find themselves reconsidering, led by the example of these individuals who draw respect not by force, but by their mere presence. It's like a garden blooming in the middle of a city, unexpected, beautiful, and impossible to ignore. Through their quiet, potent influence, these chosen ones not only transform societal views, but invite others to step into their own power, fostering a world where inner strength and purpose are valued as the highest form of achievement. Struggles as part of the divine refining process. The struggles they face are like the flames of a forge, intense yet necessary, working to purify and shape them for a purpose beyond what they can see. Every hardship, every trial, feels challenging in the moment, like being pressed and molded, chipped away to reveal a truer self beneath. These experiences aren't random. They are part of a divine refining process, a careful and deliberate shaping of their inner being, much like how a blacksmith tempers steel, heating and cooling it to increase its strength and resilience. Life's challenges act as chisels in the hands of a master sculptor, carving away anything that does not serve them and polishing them to reveal a strength that runs deeper than the surface. Each obstacle they encounter feels at times like a wall too high to scale or a burden too heavy to bear. Yet these very moments are like seeds being planted in dark soil, needing time and pressure to germinate, to crack open and grow roots strong enough to support something magnificent. Through every difficulty, they're learning endurance, patience, and trust in something greater than themselves. It's as if the divine is whispering to them, reminding them that the pain is temporary, but the strength it builds is forever. These struggles are lessons in disguise, pushing them beyond their comfort zones to reveal parts of themselves they might never have known otherwise. The storms they weather not only shape their character, but cultivate a depth of empathy and compassion, allowing them to relate to others from a place of genuine understanding. This process might seem unfair at times, especially as they watch others walk seemingly smoother paths. But like gold purified in fire, they're being readied for something special, something that only those who have faced the depths can truly understand and carry with grace. The pressures they face create inner resilience, much like the way coal under immense pressure over time transforms into a diamond. Each struggle brings a new layer of clarity and wisdom, strengthening their foundation and aligning them with their purpose. And even in moments of doubt or despair, there's a quiet knowing, a glimmer of faith that these trials are crafting them into a vessel strong enough to hold the light they were meant to share. Their journey might be hidden from the outside world, much like a caterpillar undergoing a miraculous transformation within the confines of a cocoon. From the outside it may look still, quiet, even stagnant, yet inside, everything is changing, reforming in preparation for a life with wings. When they finally emerge, they carry a quiet strength and wisdom that only comes from having faced the fires of life and come through tempered, refined, and transformed. They're no longer who they once were. They've become more resilient, more compassionate, and more connected to the divine purpose guiding them. And, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, their struggles have not destroyed them, but have given birth to their truest form, a testament to the power of the divine refining process. Destiny beyond ordinary understanding. Their destiny is like a vast, uncharted ocean stretching beyond the horizon, something immense and boundless, calling them toward a purpose that defies ordinary understanding. It's a destiny woven with threads of purpose that most people might overlook, a path that leads not to simple accomplishments, but to something timeless, impactful, and truly transformative. This isn't just a journey towards success or recognition. It's a sacred calling, like being chosen to carry an ancient torch through darkened lands, illuminating the way for others. The weight of this purpose often feels daunting, requiring not just preparation, but a profound inner strength and readiness that goes beyond what's typically expected in life. To those around them, their path might seem mysterious, even misunderstood, much like watching a river chart its own course through a rocky landscape. While others move through life with clear, predictable steps, these individuals are guided by something deeper, a pull that neither fame nor fortune could satisfy. It's a call that whispers to them, stirring their soul in a way that can't be explained, like hearing faint echoes of a song that only they recognize. This extraordinary path requires them to look beyond the conventional, to trust in unseen forces, and to allow themselves to be molded for something that is not just grand but sacred, meant to uplift and inspire. Living with a destiny of this scale requires them to develop a sense of trust in life's mysteries. Much like a sailor setting off into open waters without a clear map, but with an instinctual pull toward a distant shore. Each step on this journey demands courage, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the unknown, qualities that most people may never need to cultivate to the same extent. Ordinary challenges aren't simply obstacles to overcome, but are parts of a grand design, helping them build the wisdom and resilience they'll need to fulfill a mission that others might find overwhelming. They must become like the roots of an ancient tree, stretching deep and wide, so that when their purpose is fully realized, they can stand firm against any storm. The magnitude of their purpose requires that they remain grounded, not swayed by fleeting desires or external validation. It's as though they are the mountain that stands, silent and steadfast, amidst ever-changing winds and passing storms. Their calling is greater than themselves. It's a gift meant to touch lives and shift perspectives, a purpose that echoes through time and space. In accepting this destiny, they learn to value their experiences not as isolated events, but as essential steps on a path that impacts not only their life, but the lives of many. Their destiny then becomes like a constellation in the night sky, unseen by those who look only at the ground, but blazing with clarity and guidance to those who lift their eyes. It is a life lived on a different wavelength, one that requires extraordinary patience and a fierce dedication to a vision that is still unfolding. This grand design pushes them beyond ordinary limits, calling them to embody strength, love, and purpose in a way that only a chosen few can understand. In the end, they become living symbols of what is possible when one answers the call of a destiny that is larger than life itself, showing others that there is indeed something magnificent waiting just beyond the horizon. Thriving in isolation. Isolation for them is like a silent, sacred garden, a place where growth happens quietly, away from the noise of the world. While it may seem like loneliness from the outside, it's actually a powerful cocoon, a space that nurtures their spirit and fortifies their soul. In this solitude, they find a chance to tune out the countless distractions that can cloud one's purpose and muddle intentions. It's as if they've been placed in a calm harbor while the ocean of life churns with chaos, granting them the stillness to root deeply within themselves. Here, they can cultivate focus and clarity, honing their purpose without the interference of superficial concerns or fleeting desires. Isolation, far from being a punishment, becomes a blessing, like a mountain peak hidden in mist where only the committed traveler ventures. In this quietness, they learn to listen to the whispers of their inner voice and the guidance of something greater. With no one around to influence their thoughts or question their journey, they're free to grow in their own unique way, like a wildflower blossoming in the untouched corners of a forest. Each moment alone sharpens their resilience, giving them the mental and emotional fortitude that can only come from facing themselves. They come to know their strengths and weaknesses, their fears and dreams, more intimately than if they were constantly surrounded by the opinions and expectations of others. This solitude builds them from the inside out, making them strong and unshakable, like a tree that stands resiliently even when the world around it changes with the seasons. Without the clutter of distractions, they develop a laser-sharp focus, able to channel their energy into the things that truly matter. Isolation refines their ability to discern what is real from what is fleeting, to see beyond the illusions of fame, material success, or social approval that often preoccupy others. This simplicity becomes their shield, allowing them to move through life with a clarity and purpose that doesn't waver, regardless of the distractions that might pull at others. In this sacred space, they learn that growth doesn't always need an audience, just as a river doesn't need onlookers to keep flowing, or the sun doesn't need applause to rise each morning. They thrive here, nourished by their own energy and purpose, finding strength in the quiet realization that they don't need the world's validation to be complete. Instead, they find beauty in solitude, where they become deeply in tune with themselves, much like an artist who finds inspiration in the quiet corners of a studio, creating masterpieces that might only ever be seen by a few, yet are no less magnificent. Ultimately, this isolation becomes a crucible for their becoming, a transformative space that forges them into someone who can step into the world with unwavering purpose. It's the kind of solitude that brings forth inner richness and insight, like a deep well that overflows only because it has been carefully filled drop by drop. And when they do emerge, they are equipped not just to survive, but to thrive, carrying with them the depth and resilience they've cultivated in the stillness of their solitude. This time alone becomes a powerful foundation, enabling them to face the world's challenges with a centered heart and a mind free from the chains of distraction, fully prepared to walk the path of their destiny. Repelling Superficiality. They move through life like a diver exploring the ocean's depths, uninterested in skimming the surface. Shallow connections feel as unsatisfying as sipping from an empty cup, offering little nourishment for their soul. Instead, they're drawn to relationships and experiences that hold weight, that feel like solid ground underfoot. They instinctively repel superficiality, finding it draining, like trying to sustain oneself on whispers of air when a deeper breath is what they crave. This isn't out of arrogance or isolation. It's a quiet recognition that life's true riches lie below the surface, where real meaning, honesty, and understanding dwell. In a world often captivated by appearances and quick judgments, They're like an old soul who values the substance over the sparkle. It's as though they're holding an inner compass, one that guides them toward connections that feel genuine and away from what's fleeting and hollow. Just as a river naturally flows toward the sea, they're drawn to people who resonate with their essence, who can meet them on a level beyond small talk or superficial exchanges. The allure of popularity or social approval doesn't sway them, because they know it's as transient as shifting sand, here one moment and gone the next. By repelling superficiality, they make space for authenticity to blossom in their lives. They become like a garden that weeds itself, allowing only what nourishes and supports real growth to take root. This selective nature might make them seem elusive to some, but it's simply a commitment to the quality of their connections. When they engage with others, they bring an open heart and a readiness for real dialogue, listening intently and speaking with purpose. These deep, meaningful exchanges feel like threads weaving them into the fabric of life itself, filling them with understanding and insight that superficial interactions can never provide. Their preference for depth over superficiality also lends a kind of grounded energy to their presence, like a rock at the center of a river, unmoved by the rushing currents around it. People sense this calm and are often drawn to it, recognizing the peace that comes from valuing the real over the fleeting. They find joy in the simple, unadorned truths of life, like shared silence with a friend or an honest conversation that leaves no room for pretense. These moments are like treasures hidden in plain sight, small in appearance yet vast in meaning, leaving them feeling enriched in ways that money or fame could never achieve. In avoiding the shallow, they create a life that is rich in texture, filled with relationships and experiences that nourish their spirit. They live like a tree rooted deeply in the earth, drawing strength from what others may overlook, anchored firmly in authenticity. To them, life is far too precious to spend on surface-level exchanges. By choosing depth and meaning, they honor both themselves and those around them, creating connections that endure and bringing a rare warmth and sincerity into a world that often rushes past what truly matters. Gifts as time bombs, awaiting the right moment. Their gifts are like time bombs, quietly ticking away beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to explode into brilliance. Each talent, skill, or insight they possess lies dormant, much like a seed nestled in the dark, rich soil, patiently anticipating the warmth of spring to break through the earth and stretch toward the sun. Just as a flower doesn't rush to bloom, they understand that their abilities must develop in their own time, nurtured by experiences and lessons that prepare them for the moment they are meant to shine. This anticipation is filled with a sense of mystery, as if they are part of a grand cosmic puzzle, each piece waiting for its perfect time to fit into the larger picture. The notion of their gifts as time bombs speaks to the immense potential contained within them, a power that can transform lives and inspire others once it's unleashed. Imagine a tightly coiled spring, held back by a gentle hand. It has the energy to launch far and wide, but requires the right release to do so. Similarly, their talents remain hidden not out of fear, but as a conscious choice to honor the timing of their greater purpose. This approach allows them to focus on personal growth and understanding, ensuring that when they finally express their gifts, they do so with authenticity and impact. Life often requires patience, and they embody this truth, waiting for the precise moment when their gifts can align with the needs of the world around them. Like a thunderstorm brewing in the distance, the energy builds gradually until it reaches a tipping point, and when it finally arrives, it brings cleansing rain and invigorating energy. This metaphor illustrates how their hidden gifts are not just waiting in vain. They are building strength, waiting for the right circumstances to burst forth with life-changing force. Moreover, the beauty of this waiting period is that it allows them to hone their skills quietly, like an artist perfecting their craft in the solitude of a studio. They embrace this time of preparation, recognizing that the journey of becoming is as vital as the destination. During this phase, they learn resilience, humility, and the importance of aligning their actions with their core values, creating a sturdy foundation for when their gifts finally surface. When the moment is right, the impact is undeniable, and their once-hidden talents can reshape lives, inspire change, and illuminate paths for others. Their gifts, then, are not just personal treasures, but powerful tools meant to serve a larger purpose. Like a hidden treasure chest buried beneath layers of sand, its value can only be unlocked when the right circumstances arise. This understanding empowers them to navigate life with a sense of purpose, reminding them that they are on a journey towards something significant. The waiting may feel arduous at times, but it is essential, as it allows for the cultivation of wisdom and strength, preparing them to step into their true potential when the universe calls them forth. Ultimately, when the time arrives, they will explode into action, illuminating the world with their brilliance, as if a long-awaited sunrise casts its golden light over a darkened landscape. The moment their gifts are revealed will not only mark a turning point for them, but will also create ripples of change that resonate far and wide, showing that sometimes the most extraordinary things are worth waiting for. Hidden identity as a protective shield. Their hidden identity serves as a protective shield, much like an invisible cloak that guards them from the prying eyes of the world. This concealment isn't born out of shame or fear. Rather, it acts as a sanctuary, allowing them to develop their inner strength away from the hustle and bustle of judgment and expectation. Imagine a delicate butterfly tucked safely within its chrysalis, where it undergoes a remarkable transformation. In the same way, they use this time of obscurity to grow, to learn, and to prepare for the moment when they can spread their wings and reveal their true colors. Being hidden gives them the opportunity to explore their depths, like a deep-sea diver discovering the wonders of an underwater world without the distractions of the surface. It's a chance to cultivate their abilities, sharpen their intuition, and strengthen their resolve without outside interference. While others may rush to flaunt their gifts, they recognize that true power lies in the quiet preparation, allowing them to build a solid foundation for when they finally emerge. Just as a tree grows strong roots before reaching for the sky, they focus on developing their core identity, ensuring it is robust enough to support their eventual ascent. In this protective space, they learn to navigate life with intention, like an archer honing their skills before taking aim at a target. Each experience, each challenge faced in the shadows, adds to their reservoir of strength and wisdom. They become adept at reading the energies around them, understanding the subtleties of human behavior, and developing an awareness that many overlook in the rush of daily life. This process is like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, revealing the masterpiece hidden within. Their concealed identity allows them to refine their true self, ensuring that when they are finally ready to step into the light, they do so with clarity and confidence. Moreover, this protective shield fosters resilience, like armor that protects a knight as they prepare for battle. It keeps them safe from the storms of criticism and the winds of doubt that can easily sweep away those who are unprepared. By staying hidden, they can cultivate a sense of self that is unshakable, drawing strength from their quiet resolve and inner knowledge. This sense of security is crucial, for it allows them to face the world with a steadfast heart when the time comes to reveal who they truly are. When they eventually shed this protective cloak and unveil their hidden identity, it's not just a personal triumph, it becomes a moment of inspiration for others. Their journey from concealment to revelation shines a light on the beauty of growth and the importance of patience. Like the first rays of dawn breaking through the darkness, Their emergence is a reminder that profound transformations often occur in silence before bursting forth into brilliance. As they step into their true selves, they bring with them the wisdom and strength gained during their time in the shadows, enriching the world with their unique gifts. In essence, their hidden identity serves as a powerful shield, nurturing their growth and fortifying their spirit until they are ready to take on the world. It allows them to embrace their journey with grace, knowing that every moment spent in obscurity is a vital step toward fulfilling their true potential. When they finally reveal their identity, it resonates like the sound of a bell tolling, echoing the message that being unseen can lead to extraordinary awakenings. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from Sacred Serenity. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What resonated with you the most? Share your insights in the comments below and simply say Amen if you're ready to embrace your unique gifts. Remember, your unique gifts are waiting to be revealed, and together we can support each other on this beautiful path of growth. Until next time, stay connected to your inner light.